Did not record anything that my avatar did. Oh my God, you missed such a good content for your.
It's okay, so we can you can add things in between.
I'm sorry.
You can do these things in between the
Maybe a
like
little bit later.
well, yes.
Like this. Should I do this? Okay. All right. I'm in a different mood today for some reason. We'll start with a quote, folks. Are you all with me? Can I see all of your thumbs ups, please? 1, 2, 3. I'm not counting twice. Only 3 people with me. 4, 5. That's it. Out of the 15. 6. What about others? Where are remaining 7, 8 people? Harshita, Subhash, Karthik, Satvik. Okay, I'm not asking for a big task, uh, but would love for you all to be engaged. This is for you, and we are here all for you. There's a quote which I learned this morning, and it says, "We did not come this far only to come this far." Type it. Only to come this far. So wherever you are in your journeys, folks, wherever you are in whatever you're doing, whatever your journey has been, we did not come this far to just come this far. Okay? Does that make sense to everyone? Do you folks understand it? Arbaz, your hand is raised. 2 people understand it. What about rest? We did not come this far to come only this far. We have a long, long way to go. And the only way to cover that ground or to cover that way to do that is for all of us to stay committed to the direction and the path that we've taken. Okay? We will not be able to grow if we don't keep growing, keep focusing and working and studying. Now, let me lower Arbaz's hand. Okay. How did we start our first conversation? I know we've just had 3 conversations so far. In the first conversation, we started by talking about human beings and animals. Who's going to tell me what's the difference between human beings and animals? Quickly. Come on. What is the
Ability.
one difference between human beings and animals? Yes, Rajkumar, you unmuted.
I was saying ability to ask questions or others want to ask questions.
Ability to ask questions. Okay. Yes, Satvik. Satvik, are you with us? Or a shield? You're not with us? Am I talking to a ghost? Okay, he is not with us. We can remove him, please. Akhilesh, please.
Okay,
Whoever is
sure.
not responding, we'll remove them. And that's only fair. है ना? Fair to the
Yes,
rest
sir.
of us and fair to me as well. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Great. Yes, you're right, Rajkumar. I think the answer is the ability to ask questions. If we don't ask questions, we remain not growing. And when your line is like this, what is this line called? What's this line called? Who will tell me? What's a straight line in life called?
There's no life only.
It's called death.
That
Okay, life should be like this, and rather it should be like this. Okay. To be alive, keep asking questions. To be human, keep asking questions. To grow, keep asking questions. We talked about some bit of BMC. We talked about customer understanding. We talked about market analysis. We then talked about design thinking for startup founders. And of course, you've had multiple other sessions from other fantastic mentors, not as fantastic as me, though. Akhilesh, remember that. But you've had really, really good sessions with a lot good mentors. I would love for you to now. I think probably is this their last session, Akhilesh? After that, they'll be presenting something.
yes, sir. We have gave them task to submit, and on that basis only we'll take them to the next stage.
Got it. Now, to go to the next mile, we have gotten next 1 hour, 45 minutes, 44 minutes to answer any of the questions that you have. But I would love to start with and spend 15, 20 minutes on telling you something that I teach all my mentees, and I'll share my entire screen. Let me know when you all can see my screen, and then I'll also ask if you can hear my screen as well. Okay, I'll present this. We'll not go through the whole thing, but we'll go through some key components of what habits are and what it can do to you. These are basic hygiene lessons that we all should have, not just as a startup founder or a person who's leading a team or leading an idea, but also as an individual in life in general. Okay. So let's jump into understanding, and we'll again, like I said, not go through the whole thing. I just wanted to quickly show you two videos, and then we'll jump on to you asking questions. Tell me if you all can hear the voice. Let me know if you're not. Can you all hear the sound?
No, sir.
No? I'll
No, so
pause
there's no
this.
sound.
Let me see how we can share the sound as well. Include sound. Okay. Now you will be. Okay. Now you can hear it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Go ahead. All right. What did you understand from that? Who wants to share? Who would like to share?
So I think Soumya raised his hand.
Yes.
So, sir, from this video or demonstration, we can infer that small basic habits in our daily routine, which we don't change over a long period of time, can have a greater impact on our lives and the way we live, our habits, our environment, and our friend circle and all. So we should not
Perfectly
leave
summarized.
behind, yeah, so we should not leave behind small aspects of our small decisions of our life because they may in turn have like cause a greater impact on our life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Summed up very, very well. And I think one big element to all of this is that uh, we talk about the big game, we talk about big ideas, we talk about changing the globe and changing the world and changing everything else around us, but we forget about changing ourselves. So, and that is evident with the fact that none of you have opened your cameras. That has changed with the fact that you don't speak in these discussions. That is displayed with the fact that you don't get engaged in these, you don't ask questions. So my point that I'm trying to make is the most important thing or person you can change is you. You have to be the best and biggest representation of uh, the product, service, or anything else that you want to solve. Okay. There's another small video and इस ये बोलने के बावजूद भी बहुत बहुत लोग अपना कैमरा ऑन नहीं करेंगे and well, that's not okay, but okay. One sec. Okay, so let's talk about this is one of the programs that I do for people. Will not go through all of that, but I just want to again share uh, one more video so that we can learn from this. Wait. Mhm. Thank you so much.
You should stand for a culture of excellence. The excellence not by accident. It is a process where an individual continuously strives to better oneself. The performance standards are set by themselves. They work on their dreams with focus and are prepared to take calculated risk and do not get deterred by failures as they move towards their dreams. Then they step up their dreams as they tend to reach the original targets. They strive to work to their potential. In the process, they increase their performance, thereby multiplying further their potential. This is an unending life cycle phenomena, culture of excellence. They are not in competition with anyone else but themselves. That is a culture of excellence. I'm sure each one of you will aspire to become a unique with culture of excellence. I learned every youth wants to be unique. Every youth wants to be unique. That is you. Every youth wants to be unique. That is you. But the world around you is doing its best day and night to make you just everybody else. Question is whether you want to be you or everybody else. Being like everybody else is convenient at the first glance but not satisfying in the long vision. The challenge, therefore, my young friends, is that You have to fight the hardest battle. You have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is the unique you. To get the unique you, it's a big battle. The battle means you don't need to take a gun. The battle means you have to have four unique things. Four unique tools you must have in that battle. One is you have to set the goal. The second one is acquire the knowledge continuously. And third one, it's a hard work with devotion. And fourth is perseverance. Where there is righteousness in the heart, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is an order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Question is whether you want to be you or everybody else.
Thank you, Akhilesh and Subhashi, to turn on your camera, at least after the first video. And none of you still have turned on your camera. And I think if these words can't change, then, well, potentially nothing can. That's okay. We will do our job, and that's what we are supposed to do. No worries, Satvik. That's okay. Thank you for acknowledging that and writing that in the chat box. I would also, again, before I jump into taking questions, I'll also request you all to do one more thing for me, and write on the chat box who's the one person who you idealize. Okay, who is that one person who inspires you and why? So the name of the person and one personality trait of that person. Uh, Please use the chat box. Karthik, thank you for sharing that. Name the person, okay? Your father, what's his name? And what is that one thing that inspires you of him? The name of the person and the one personality trait that inspires you. Please take 2 minutes. My father, hard work. Hard work with balance. Great. Please do write the name of your father as well. Everybody else should know as well. Huh? We don't want him to know. We don't want to know him just as Chitwan's father. Mr. Rajesh, who is hardworking and finds balance. Okay. Hard work. Okay. Puja. Patience and good observation. Great. Udit. Resilience to never give up. Okay. That's great. Fantastic. Good. Other than your family, chalo, I need to change that as well. Let's look at people other than your family as well. Okay, junior warrant officer, that's great, fantastic. Sachin, never-ending optimism, brilliant, beautiful, very powerful things. Everybody, at least all of us, they do have an idol, right? We all know and have somebody who's inspiring us. At least in their name, you have to be contributing and adding to this. Gordon Ramsay, not giving up, yeah. Arjun Chaudhary, always positive, great. Manish, building things from scratch, okay. So Shivang, what's the one thing that inspires you about him? Adarsh, what about Nikola Tesla inspires you?
Sir, basically his technical side, how he designs, used to design basically. So, one of his documentary I got
One
to know
word. Tell me one quality.
one positive,
One quality. Quality.
one quality,
Yes.
a brilliant
Thank you,
innovator,
Soumya. What's that?
a brilliant innovator.
Innovation. Yeah.
Yeah,
He must be a curious person.
definitely, sir. About
Yeah.
the tech.
Soumya, who makes people happier? Whose quality is this? One person and their quality. They go hand in hand, right? Yes, please. Subhashji. Yeah. Converting problems into opportunity. Jack Ma. Linus.
You saying something to me, please?
I thought you raised hands, no?
नहीं नहीं वो मैं मोबाइल इधर रखा था
Acha, no worries, no worries. I thought you were raising hand. That's okay. Um Transparency, humility, integrity. Still, most of you have not responded, but okay, Pankaj Bajaj, fact IIM, appointed CEO. What's the quality in this then? Quality. What's the one thing that you would want to imbibe from him? Steve Jobs, not being afraid to stand out, open source devs, making software innovation which everyone can use. Yeah, great, fantastic. So I think the reason for this exercise and activity is that you need to learn how to copy and steal like an artist. Nothing on this face of this planet is new. Anybody you've seen who's been somewhere, who's been something and somebody, they were inspired by somebody, they learned from somebody, either directly or indirectly. They had an aspiration and inspiration, and they just took those qualities and added those to themselves. So the qualities that we see here, problems into opportunity, uh, being not afraid of anything, making people happier, humility, integrity, um, building things from scratch, not giving up, being positive, optimism, and resilience, and so on. We need to ask ourselves, do we have all of this in ourselves? And if not, then why? And if yes, then how much? Okay. Can we truly say that we represent our parents' core values and skills in us or not? Right? So I feel we forget to focus on these things because we get busy in being busy and busy in scrolling and working and doing anything and everything. It's always very, very important, not just as startup founders, but as human beings in life, to take a pause and reflect who you are, what your values are. Are you doing everything that you're doing based out of your values and your engagement and your inspirations towards solving something? Is that fair? Uh, did you all understand that? Can you give me all? Can you all give me thumbs ups? And thank you, Satvik, and thank you, Shivang, for turning on your camera. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 people. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 21. Hmm. Harsh, thank you, Soumya, for showing up. Okay, great, fantastic. So I think I'll pause the lecture and Gyan here. Let's jump into the actual technical questions that you might have for your projects and your products and services. I would request you all to please, uh, whenever you're asking a question, please share about your problem statement like we've discussed. What are you trying to solve? For who are you trying to solve? And what is exactly your question or your challenge? Who wants to start? Yes, Karthik. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yes.
My name is Karthik, sir. Sir, the my
Is
my
there a
the
reason you can't
name of
turn on
my
your camera?
yes, sir.
What's the
So
reason?
I'm actually not in. I'm not in my room. I'm in my
Yeah.
warden's reception. I'm waiting here for my friend. I can't. He have my keys. So I can open, but it is. I mean, it's fine.
That's okay.
I can
That's
open.
okay. So what?
Sure.
That's fine. There you go. You look
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. Great.
Yeah.
Bataiye.
So it's okay. So the name of my startup is KVSP Aviation.
Mm-hmm.
The idea behind KVSP Aviation is, in very brief, like we have so many platforms to assist any aspirant regarding CA or becoming an engineer, like
Uh-huh.
websites who can tell what all colleges are there, what are the average package you might get, what is the fees. You can
Uh-huh.
compare, for instances like Siksha.com, collegesdunia.com, etc. After
Hmm.
that, if you want to join some college, you have Physics Wala, FitG, and other big institutes which can help you to get your seats in your dream college.
Right.
And because of this, people who want to get their career in something which is non-conventional, or
Yeah.
not pretty much that, something which is not that popular, through which you can ask assistance regarding your neighborhood. For example,
Mhm.
somebody who wants to become a pilot, or to general speaking, if somebody wants to make their career in the aviation field, who
Okay.
want to become an air maintenance engineer, wants to become a pilot or an air traffic controller, in that area, this my startup, my idea or the team comes in. The name is KVSP Aviation. Anyone 12th pass or graduate, the minimum eligibility criteria, we will aid and we will assist the people who wants to become a pilot or an AME. We will tell them, we will assist them how to go about that. The journal idea of this is that aviation as a career option is very expensive. If you want to
Mhm.
become a pilot, you end up spending about a crore minus like 90 lakh rupees, because the license that you need to take to become a pilot is expensive, because the flying that you do going in flying schools are very expensive. Before that, the exams that you need to clear
Mhm.
that are too expensive because of the monopoly that are created because of small institutes. Since it's a very um, close-knitted sector where a lot of people are not coming in, like JE. There are very few institutes which teaches you for these exams, and they charge a hefty amount, which we can discuss. For example, there are 5 subjects. For one subject, you end up paying a lakh rupees just for 3 months of study. Not just, but 3 months of studies, you end up paying 1 lakh, and that is the first step. And a lot of people drop it because such a big investments they have to give in the very start of something they do not have assistance for. So KVSP
Karthik,
Aviation brings.
Karthik, you won't get this long to talk about the problem ever in life. We're getting this long right now, but whenever you're talking to
Sure. Oh,
an
sorry.
investor or anybody, what I would request you to do is, I think, and you did touch on the problem slightly, but I'll give you like a few quick notes for your future interactions. Always start about the big problem. For example, did you know? I don't know, and I don't know if you know or not, but
Yeah.
did you know
Yeah.
uh, how many pilots India produces every year?
So 15,000 CPLs every year.
15,000.
Yeah.
How
CPLs.
many people apply to that as a profession?
So I don't know that. Sir.
Okay, you should know that. Uh, so the gap is, or you start with the problem that, let's say out of the 15,000, out of the, let's say 300,000 or 3 million students every year, only 15,000 applying for pilots. There is a shortage of pilots in,
Yeah.
by X percentage in India. Is there?
Yeah.
What is that
Yes, sir,
percentage?
there is. So 15,000 and so vacancy. Sir, there's no gap in vacancies. 15,000 people apply and vacancies are only like 1,500 per year. The issue
Right.
is because of new airports are coming in, there will be shortage of pilots, which we can't predict, but there surely will be because the
You have to
governments are
predict
saying
that.
themselves.
You have to
Okay, sorry.
predict that. So, okay, so like the intention is you start with showing the bigger picture of the problem. This is the problem. Either it is the problem of the access, either it is the problem of awareness, either is the problem of costing, either is the problem of training, either is the problem of enough test pilots or whatever. And then you say that, okay, this is the ecosystem, these are the problems, and this is how I'll solve the problem. Okay. Keep it very short, simple, 1 minute, 2 minutes maximum, instead of giving the entire thing. People usually would not have that much time. Okay. You start with that. So what specifically is the problem that you're solving? Awareness, cost, training, accessibility, quality. What is it that you're solving, and for who?
The preparation for examination and credit preparation. The two things.
Awareness and preparation.
Yeah, awareness and preparation. Correct.
So people are not aware of this profession, and there is the cost of examination is too high.
The preparation for the examination is too high.
Okay. And okay, all right, fair enough. How are you solving that?
So simply because like there are 5 exams. If you want to do CPL, commercial pilot license, if you want to become a pilot, you need to do 2 things. So clear your exams and fly for 200 hours on a trainee. So for clearing exams, there are 5 exams. The big institutes that are only located in Delhi and Mumbai, because of there are not a lot of people applying, 15,000 only. They ask for huge amount just for one exam. I myself cleared navigation and I paid 1 lakh rupees for 3 months of their coaching, which is very not shy, but like awareness in the term, like somebody who wants to start aviation doesn't know anything about that. The family, because it happened to me, they feel like why to pay 5 lakh rupees just to clear exams. So we will provide education, lectures, and to prepare for your examination at affordable cost. That is one of the prospects. Yes.
So what's your sort of question or problem, like challenge right now?
So it's fine because I have created lectures. So the second issue is a lot of airlines like Indigo and Air India, they bring their credit programs, which means out from your 12th class, they hire you as a pilot and they train you themselves. Otherwise, the other way around is that you do your CPL yourself, you clear your exams yourself, you become a pilot, and then you apply in these companies, right? Indigo, Air India, they have brought their cadet programs where as a 12th pass or a BTech or a graduate, you apply in these companies, they select you and then they train you. So cadet preparation is a different thing in which there are different levels of selections. So they will take your CAS or ADAPT, in which they will check your hand and eye coordination. Then your written exam will happen. Then group activity will happen, and then personal interview. One of the stage is the ADAPT, which stands for there would be different simulators like a rudder pedal, joystick, and a software in which you have to fly the aircraft. When you will meet the standard minimum eligibility criteria that you are good while playing these games, then you go to the next level. So my question was, sir, that I want to in my company in the AVSP Aviation, we want to start this this prospect of letting to help people prepare for these cadet programs because it's very popular among these days because you are hired in the company right from when you are fresh and you don't have to worry for the job once you have the CPA. So we want to start this. So now the issue is that when we have this hardware and softwares, how to reach out to the people because I have tried doing this when I was in my first year. We went to college to give us rent basis their rudder pedals, but people don't come thinking that okay, it's fine, we will pay extra, but we will go to the institutes which are already established for so many years, even though everything is same. So the question is, sir, how to bring the validation or that people are fine coming into the new establishments like us for preparing for their credit programs.
How many people have you tried to sell this to?
So we have sold it to 2 people. Back then there was no company.
How
we
many
just
people have you
rented
spoken to sell it to?
30. Not 30, less than 30.
So that's a great transfer. That's your answer there.
No, sir.
I'll tell you 2 things. In fact, 3 things. One is the standard rule of sales is 3%. From lead to conversion is 3%. If you worked with, let's say, 100 people, 2 will buy it. Okay, standard, market for for sales, right? Now you've spoken to 30 people and you've sold to 2, which is still a great number, great transition. That's one. you talk to more people, you get the brand established, you get the name out there, and slowly and gradually get those numbers up. That's one. Second, uh, you have to fill in. You are like a platform. Any training institute is a platform, right? You have your product is not just the content. Your product is the people that come to you for taking the content, and companies who come and hire from you. So the
Sure.
second step of the game will be to have those companies
Mhm.
come and hire from you. Some of the starting, airlines, and some of the, you
Yeah.
should also target some of the um, celebrities as well. Some of these celebrities, they want to do it for the fun of doing it. They want to get that
Yeah.
license and they want to kind of train and
Yeah.
do the simulation,
Mhm.
convert, some of that as a client. So the other at the end of the spectrum, you didn't talk about. You talked about people who will take the program, people who will get placed. You never talked about the other end of the pipeline, which is the placements. Do you have a
Yeah.
placement cell? Do you have somebody who's dedicatedly working and talking to people who will hire these people? If no, then you have another answer, right?
Sure.
The
Sure.
pipeline is not complete, it's broken.
Sure.
That's why people are not seeing the value in your program, because they don't know where to go after that. So when you're selling it to a person who's coming in for training, they will be looking not just for training, but for placements as well. That's the rule of the game. Why do people go to IIMs? Because they make a lot of money. Why do people go to Harvard? Because of the brand, you get placed better, right? So
Yeah.
that's the second thing. And the third is, build a pipeline, build a, maybe one, two influencers who can come in and, talk about your product, just so that it becomes a little bit more lucrative. But until
Sure.
your pipeline is complete, you will not be able to do it. And try and simplify these questions. And when you're talking to people about your problem, because people will give you 10 minutes, 5 minutes max. So be very crisp. Talk about the problem. This is your solution. This is the question that you want to ask, and be done. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. So regarding
Make
that one
sense?
small, yes, sir, it makes sense, sir. So regarding this one small question is that thank you for this feedback, sir. Because of which the final task that we have gotten is making a pitch presentation. So how do I put then? There are a lot of scoring parameters. Then while putting this problem statement, do I have to tell about why I'm doing that, or it's just the problem that it's expensive and we are making it affordable? This is the solution. So how we want to go about the pitch? Generally, also not about the task, also, but when I'm pitching it
So
to someone,
yeah,
there
I
is
mean,
this.
you can make it personalized, but I'll also tell you one more thing. 99% price cuts or like an affordable product is not a game changer. So think about the value add beyond just the pricing.
Sure.
So for that, you'll have to do a bigger market analysis, have those numbers. What is a bigger problem? If there are 30 lakh, children who are
Mhm.
going out of, let's say, K-12 or
Mhm.
in higher education, 10 lakh
Mhm.
people are going outside India to study abroad.
Yeah.
Why is this number so small, and what can we do about it? If there is no need in the market, then there is no need for you to be operating. But if there is a need and something is stopping this to happen, and you and your company can solve for that, that's a value proposition. For example, the idea of uh, you know hobby flying, right? A lot of
Yeah.
these billionaires or millionaires are coming in India. A lot of hobby flying happens outside India. There are a lot of
Okay.
enthusiasts and passionate people who are doing it, even though the market is small, but the margins are higher. So how
Yeah.
do you create that market in India? How do you disrupt the market? How do you create a flying program for people not just looking for job, but for people who want to
Joyride.
explore it? And then you can charge
Yeah.
anything that, I would
Yeah.
want to do this. I want to get a
Yeah.
commercial
The
pilot this thing.
Qutub Minar from the top. Yes. There is
So
a lot of people
so
talking about it.
think of disrupting. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Swayam,
you so much.
thank you for asking questions. Yes, Swayam. No, it was Swayam or Satvik. Satvik, yes, sorry.
Hello, or good evening. Good evening, sir. Myself, Satvik.
Good
And
evening.
I'm part of Team Hershey. So my problem statement is that 1 out of 8 women faces that have that fear of going to the places which are unknown and have do not have idea of that places. So they have that sense of fear in them
How
that
many
how
women? One on.
1 out of 8 women faces that problem are in that
Yeah.
situation that sorry
Can you tell me the start again? What's out of how many women face
one
this
out
problem?
of 1 out of every 8 women have that
Uh,
sense of fear or have been sexually assaulted or have been in that position where they felt very unsafe about that particular surrounding
okay.
at that particular of time. This is our problem statement is what we are trying to solve is that we are looking forward to create a smart jewelry which
Hmm.
get rid of the bulky safety devices, wearable devices, and instead of
Hmm.
that, they give that aesthetic wearable look as well as the safety to that particular woman by integrating
Yeah.
SOS and BLE integration to the embedded system in terms of rings, bracelets, pendants, so that they don't
Hmm.
have to carry a separate device with them or they have to just access it according to the situation. They it particularly it could go with the uh, part of their as outfit. They can wear it, style it, as well as it will be
Got it.
solving the purpose of
Understood.
it. Yeah. So
Understood.
this is
Yeah.
what we are trying to solve. The question is right now that we just don't have an idea. We implemented this particular idea on a circuit. We created a circuit, how this particular thing will work. We have the working circuit, we have everything right now. But the
Hmm.
problem we are facing is that we when we'll be converting it into a final product, we'll be requiring a miniaturized version, right?
Yeah.
To have that embedded into a pendant or a bracelet or a ring, right?
Yeah.
So our main concern is that converting that circuit into the PCB, refining
Hmm.
it for further upgrades and further advancements, having that PCB designed, and then the final 3D models of the product, and then embedding
Hmm.
that particular thing in the product. So this is
Hmm.
what we are lacking right now. We have everything working, circuits, prototype, everything. But this is the main problem we are facing due to budget restraints and our not expertise in hardware engineering.
What's your question? What's
Question
the
is that
question?
how should we proceed to convert that particular thing into a final product?
Got it. Okay. So there are multiple layers to this problem. I'll start with the very beginning. I'll start with how you explain the problem. Uh, it was great. You started with 1 in 8 women face this challenge. Okay. Second is so uh, to add it with other technical sort of data points. Now, 1 in 8 women fear this. 5 in 8 women wear a accessory or a jewelry or whatever that number is, and only 1 in 100 women keep a safety device. That becomes a holistic uh, problem statement. What that means is holistic. Uh, that becomes a holistic problem. So yes, updating the women safety issue, you're updating the or supporting on the accessory and the variable kind of you're banking on the variable fact, and then you're banking on people are already not using it. The problem of them not using it, not using any safety device. The fourth thing in the problem you should add, or the solution you should add, is what is this BLE? What is BLE? You said BLE circuit.
That is low Bluetooth energy integration. That would be connecting the mobile phone with that application we'll be launching with the hardware product.
So the fourth leg of this design or this problem statement should be your highlight on the uh, you know the response time. How will you integrate it with our calling systems? Having a device is one part of the problem, right? Solution will be when you click on that button. Let's say if 90% of women are wearing a necklace, or 90% women are wearing a bracelet, or a ring, whatever that is, whatever device that you come up with. What's the response time of your device to the local authorities? Okay, what is that SOS going to do? That leg is missing. So that's the kind of thing that you have to do in the problem statement. So define that, identify that. What right now, what is the turnaround time on people getting back to us? Let's say if somebody dials 911 or 100 or 112 or whatever that number is, what's the response time of somebody coming in on the spot to help the woman, right? So cover that in your problem statement and solution. The question that you asked, how many women have you spoken to? How many actual customers have you spoken to so far?
It would be 50 to 60 plus, including the teachers and faculties in our college also. And even my sister at home, she has some problems in the past regarding
So
that.
have you asked them what do they wear? Do you know all of them? What is the common accessory that they wear?
Like I have asked them, the most common accessory they wear is that small necklace type or a pendant, and the other thing is that band, a wristband type, like bangle and stuff like that. Yeah.
So there you go. You have an answer. Now the question for you will be: do you want to build a band? So that answers one of your questions. Do you want to build a wearable band, or do you want to wear a necklace? Even if it is a necklace, do you want to wear like a pendant, or do you want to have a pendant which has a cell-based clicking system, which gets directly integrated with the SOS system of the government and not, let's say, the phone or anything. When you click on that and press on that for 3 seconds or 5 seconds, there should be an SOS call that goes through the 112 number or 100 number locally. Have you done that scenario?
Uh, Now, right now, what we have done is when we press and hold the button or on circuit for the 3 seconds, it gives the SOS messages to the selected contacts and rings the call to the authority. We have not linked the number to the authority right now. We have linked the call to a
That's
sample
fine.
number that it will be calling to the sample number. And
But
for the sorry,
does it work on its own, or does it need to be connected to the phone?
right now it is working on its own. We have not integrated any Bluetooth device in that. So
Good.
that because right now we have just created a basic prototype. So we need to show that how it's going to work in the future, right? So that is why we
Yeah.
avoided the part right now. But in actual scenario, we'll be connecting that to the 112 authorities and selected WhatsApp contacts as well. So that is the time when we'll be integrating the Bluetooth also, so that you don't have to take out your phone, just press and hold the button for 3 seconds, and within 5 to 7 responsive seconds, you'll get the connected to the authority, and your selected emergency contacts will be notified with your location, GPS location, and coordinates.
What will be the game changer in this is no connection to the phone, if there is a way to do that,
Yeah.
because you're making it more dependent. Let's say if something like this happens, if the device is capable enough to click the button and then get connected with the authorities almost immediately, that will also make it easier for people to use it. They have it and they forget about it. And okay, so now there are two answers to the question that you were asking. One is the design. Now you know what kind of product you will be designing, right?
Yes, sir.
A pendant. I'm a jeweler, so I can tell you how these pendants are made. What will be the outer, surface look like, and what will be the behind the scenes, and then give it to the hands of your focus group, the women that you work with, and test it out. I would rather recommend remove the dependency on the like a air tag. Make it like a air tag, with a button.
Yeah, we did it. We have introduced the concept of eSIM. We could directly introduce eSIM into the circuit, so that even if your phone is not with you, you'll have direct connectivity with the satellite and the authorities itself.
Try to reverse engineer air tags.
Okay.
Or a geotag, because they work on other network of devices and not their own network. Like it doesn't need to be connected with a particular device. Once you've paid it, if a Android device or any device comes in, they get connected to that and they communicate through that. I think there is a technology of low Bluetooth frequency mesh which is coming up as well. But again, I think do a little bit more research for the first version of this product. I think you've come a long way. Uh, talk to more people and give it in the hands of people
Okay, sir.
as soon as you can.
Sure.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
What is remaining?
Remaining is that like we right now in a situation that we don't know to whom to approach to and have that particular thing converted into a final product. We could do research on components, what components to use, how the circuit will
Yeah.
look, how bearings will look. But while doing the implementation part, we lack because we don't have that exact knowledge of hardware in engineering in particular thing.
So find a person who has.
So we did, but that the cost of converting that into something is very, very vague.
What's
Which
the
they have.
cost?
One was 5.8 lakhs for a prototype. One was that was industry rate, of course. One was 70,000 for a PCB and a final product. So that is something we are shortlisting. That why not we can implement that particular thing without the external lab, or even if we take the external lab,
Don't
but we
don't
have that.
take don't look for vendors right now. Look for expertise. So there are multiple ways to trade the money versus the skill and the expertise that you get. So you don't have to look for a vendor, for giving you a product or a ready prototype. If this is your bread and butter, then hire a person or find a person who is an hardware expert. Because it's not just the one time you'll make this, you will need to make it and upgrade it. Just like in a tech startup, you need a tech co-founder. Even if you are an idea person, you're an operations person, you will have to hire like a tech co-founder, right? So in your case, you need an engineering or a mechanical co-founder. So look for
CTO.
that instead of not just the CTO, but find somebody who can do this prototyping and help you with the expertise that you need. A vendor will not be able to solve that. Okay.
Yeah. So
Sir,
now on.
sir, I have a
All right.
suggestion.
Yeah.
As like pendant and like variables are good. मतलब जब हम market में निकालेंगे तो people will know about it. And if some mischief's gonna happen, it won't stay. मतलब pendant वाला part निकल सकता है and everything वाला. तो why can't we just make a device that can be safely be under a dress so that it won't be able to remove easily. मतलब ड्रेस के अंदर रहेगा तो निकलना आसान नहीं होगा एंड वो पॉकेट टाइप में होगा तो वो पॉकेट में डाल दो एंड इट्स सेफ. आप समझे मेरा कुछ आइडिया कहने का मतलब.
You make it a part of the clothes itself.
या तो इनरवेयर का कर दो या ड्रेस
Yeah,
का
but
कर
that'll
दो.
be very expensive. So that'll be very expensive. Again, I think you and I should not answer that. Only the focus group of 100 women should answer that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it needs to be easily adoptable. Idea-wise, it sounds great, but you and I, being boys, men, whatever you want to call it, should not comment on that. We should be keeping this question for people, the 1 on 8 women, or especially the all those focus group women should have gone through some experience like this. We should be talking to them to give a solution, not us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Adarsh. Shivang.
हेलो गुड इवनिंग सर.
Good evening. How are you?
ऑल गुड सर, आप बताइए.
बहुत बढ़िया, बेहतरीन. What's up?
हाँ सर, तो मेरा एक स्टार्टअप लाइक इट्स इन इस टाइम प्लानिंग एंड प्रोटोटाइप के बीच में फेस है उसका इस टाइम पे. सो व्हाट
Right.
वी फिगर आउट इन द मार्केट दैट देयर आर मल्टीपल डे केयर्स इन द मार्केट टू विच पीपल गो एंड लीव देयर चाइल्ड. सो जो हमारे पास बड़ी बड़ी ब्रांचेस जितने भी फुटप्रिंट्स हो गया, किड्जी हो गया, चाइल्डहुड हो गया, so all of them have their own personal private platform for booking, jahan jaake they can just book a branch, but branch of that particular child care. Like if we go on a kidsy, तो kidsy में जाके हम सिर्फ kidsy को ही book कर सकते हैं. But there is not a central organized platform जहाँ पे सारे daycares हो, जहाँ पे they can book it. अब जो issue मुझे लगा, like initially plan was to convert homes of people into child of daycares. Like initial plan was जितने भी working parents हैं जिनके, so working parents जो जाते हैं जिनके घर पे ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स है, तो हम ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से बात करके और वर्किंग लोगों से बात करके उनके एक रूम को कन्वर्ट करेंगे डे केयर में, एज एन
Okay.
होम डे केयर, जहाँ पे रेशियो रहेगा 1 nanny to 4 kids. नानी हम प्रोवाइड करेंगे, नानी को ऐसे हम जैसे नानी को एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी क्रिएट करेंगे इसके लिए। सो दैट वाज द ओरिजिनल आइडिया, बट दैट वाज नॉट कंप्लीटली ऑर्गेनाइज्ड जो हमारा आइडिया था। सो व्हाट वी डिड, हमने उसको पहले मार्केट रिसर्च करी काफी ज्यादा। हम डे केयर्स वगैरह में गए, हमने बात करी क्या प्राइस रहता है, कैसे कैसे रहता है। सो व्हाट वी केम अप विद दैट वी वुड
Thank you.
डू द फेज वन विद creating a single platform for every daycare around us, because that is of less investment rather than if we convert homes into daycares, that would take a large investment. So to make it a bit organized, we planned to make a platform for that. Phase two was initially that in Delhi, like I'm in Delhi right now, I have researched in Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, and Sonipat also with Panipat. So we got into these 5 cities. वहां जाके जो हमें पता चला, 90% ऑफ द नैनीज जो घर हम भेजते हैं, जो कंपनीज घर पे नैनीज भेजती है, कंपनीज की एक पॉलिसी होती है कि वो हर एक साल में नैनीज को चेंज करती है, जो ऑल टाइम नैनीज होती है जो जाती है। फॉर दैट रीजन कभी कभार जो बच्चे हैं वो ज्यादा फ्रेंडली नहीं हो पाते, ट्रस्ट इश्यूज बढ़ते हैं, एंड उसका मेन रीजन जो कंपनी ने अपने जो कंपनी से हमें बातें पता चली, दैट वाज बिकॉज द नैनीज आर नॉट completely एजुकेटेड इन चाइल्ड केयर सेक्टर. So for phase two, we had that we will create courses also on our platform only, जहाँ पे जो भी अनएम्प्लॉयड women है above 25, तो वो आके अपनी जितने भी वो लोग 25 women हैं वो आके अपना रजिस्टर कर सकती है. They will be getting a 6 month course. हमने जो रिसर्च करी 6 months का कोर्स था. That is for specifically नैनी ट्रेनिंग की, बच्चे को खाना कैसे खिलाया जाए, पिलाया कैसे जाए, क्योंकि हम सबको लगता है ये चीज बहुत सिंपल है, बट ऑल ऑफ इट हैज अ स्पेसिफिक वे. So that was phase two, and after that, if it works out that we have the daycares on our on board with our nannies, and जितनी मैंने market search करी daycares में जा जाके, तो उनसे मेरी यही बात हुई कि they are too much interested to get nannies also from our side, specifically educated nannies, जिनको वो
Right.
चाहिए.
Right.
So these are the two phases that we are planning right now, and third phase,
What's the
if this
name
works
of
out,
name of the brand?
Mama's Baby Lounge.
Mama's Baby Lounge.
Lounge. So
Okay.
for like these two sectors, I think I have kind of cracked for planning a bit of 90-95%. But the third phase, that is for creating homes into daycares, that has so many loopholes. Like I have done multiple market researches right now, Gurgaon, Noida, everything. So I for third phase I got mixed reactions from people, क्योंकि कुछ पीपल सेज यस अगर आप नैनीज प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो एंड 4:1 रेशियो, एंड हमारे ग्रैंडफादर्स ग्रैंडमदर को खाली स्पेक्टेट करना है, तो वी आर टू मच इंटरेस्टेड. बट कुछ का फिर वही था कि हाउ कैन वी ट्रस्ट ऑन यू कि आपका प्लेटफॉर्म इज लेजिट, सो दैट वी कैन गेट अ नैनी फ्रॉम योर साइड. सो फॉर दैट रीजन फेज वन एंड फेज टू वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड, कि हम पहले एक ब्रांड बनाएंगे मार्केट में, मार्केट रिसर्च करेंगे, डे केयर्स के कनेक्ट होंगे, एंड आफ्टर दैट विल गेट इनटू दैट. सो सर हाउ कैन वी like create that trust, क्योंकि चाइल्ड केयर, that specific word जो मुझे ओवरऑल घूम के मिला, that चाइल्ड केयर सेक्टर इज टू मच अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड राइट नाउ,
Yeah.
जहाँ पे इस टाइम पे काफी लोगों का ध्यान नहीं जा रहा, क्योंकि मेजर ब्रांड्स अपना प्लेटफॉर्म बना के बैठे हैं, और वहाँ की फीस, दिल्ली में एक एवरेज फीस फॉर अ मंथ फॉर अ किड इज 5,000 रुपीज,
Yeah.
एंड डे केयर्स हैव नथिंग लाइक प्लान इन देयर स्पेशलाइज, लाइक जो उनके पेमेंट प्लान है उसमें कोई प्लेटफॉर्म या कोई फॉर्म नहीं बन रहा, कोई जैसे प्रोग्राम फॉलो कर रहे हो या कुछ फॉर्म आ रहा हो, कोई सीक्वेंस आ रही हो. लाइक कुछ डे केयर्स के 1 घंटे का प्राइस 100 रुपए है, कहीं पे 500 रुपए है, और कहीं पे एक दिन का भी 500 रुपए है, कहीं पे एक दिन का 1,000 रुपए है. आई गॉट डे केयर, मुझे नाम ऐसे नहीं याद, उसका दिन का 1,000 रुपए है, बट फॉर 1 मंथ इट इज 5,000. तो
Right.
जिन डे केयर से मैंने बात करी, लाइक आई हैव अ लिस्ट ऑफ 15 to 20 डे केयर्स, उन सबसे मेरी एग्जैक्ट बात ये हुई कि इफ वी गेट ऑन दिस ऑन बोर्ड, पहले तो ऑल ऑफ देम आर वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड फॉर दैट थिंग. सो हमने ये बात करी कि हमें 1 घंटे के लिए भी चाहिए, कि आप लोग उसमें 1 घंटे का प्लान ऑर्डर करो. व्हाट प्लेटफॉर्म वी लाइक प्लान वाज, वी कम ऑन लाइक एयरबीएनबी होती है, हम लोग एयरबीएनबी में स्वाइप करते हैं, होटल्स देखते हैं, उसमें अंदर गए, वहां पे सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आएगी, हु इज द ओनर, हु इज द मैनेजर, इट इज अ बिग ब्रांच, इज स्मॉल ब्रांच, उसके प्राइसेस क्या हैं, 1 महीने के, 1 साल के, 6 महीने के, 1 घंटे के, वो सारे उसमें आएंगे. सो कंडीशन विद डे केयर्स जो हमने रखी थी, दैट वाज दैट दे हैव टू प्रोवाइड फॉर 1 डे एंड 1 आवर आल्सो, जिसमें
Right.
देवर like too much interested. And what surprising I got
So
from,
I'll pause you here, but I'll let you finish and then we'll pause and we'll kind of come to the question. I'll give you some thoughts. Yeah, go
yes,
on.
yes, I'll just finish it up. So what I got a surprising reaction was that daycares were more interested in my phase 2. That for phase 1 they are open कि हाँ क्योंकि उनका तो customer ही बढ़ रहा है. So they are interested,
Hmm.
but they are waiting. I have got calls from 2 or 3 daycares, or not lie, only 2 or 3 out of 15-20 research, that when will you launch your nannies courses ताकि हम nannies train करवा के उनको ला पाए. क्योंकि everyone wants a legal thing कि एक nanny training,
Hmm.
nanny trained उनको मिले. So how can we build that trust, and हम उसको थर्ड फेज तक कैसे लेके जाएंगे जहाँ पे
Hmm.
जो लोग हैं वो अपना घर हमें कन्वर्ट करने के लिए अलाउ करेंगे. That's my
Okay.
exact question.
All right. Perfect. So I think we need to shrink this into a minute or two
Yeah,
whenever you
yeah.
talk. I think it's a great space to be in. I'm in the education sector, so I kind of get a sense of the need and requirement, but start with the problem statement clearly. Meaning, uh, whenever you're talking to people, do you know how many, what's the age range of kids going to daycare?
What range we was like, it was from 1 to 3 years.
1 to 3 years, right?
It is only
How
for
many?
daycares, not the preschool.
No, I know. For daycare or Anganwadis, which is a counterpart in the government sector, the age range is 1:3, right? Or
Yeah.
1 to 3. How many kids, let's say, across India are like that? Okay. So you start with like a big problem, not a problem, but this is the fact that today, n number of kids are from this age. To cater to these kids, we have, for example, I'll give you an example of the school. We have 30 crore students in the K-12 system right now. 30 crore. Out of those 30 crore, 17 crore are going to government schools in India. Okay. Those 17 crore schools, those 17 crore students are actually going to physical 18 lakh schools, physical schools. Okay. And the 13 crore remaining students who go to private schools are going to only 8 lakh schools, physical schools. Okay. And then you sub further divide that, what is budget private school versus premium school versus whatnot. In this case as well, what is the demography, age range? How many people are in that demography? What's the number of preschools or Anganwadis? It's good to have that purview for you as well. How would you make your platform different? Maybe Anganwadis as well. Like some penetration of phones in India is tremendous. If you get to work with the government, or a state, you can launch those Anganwadis on your platform as well, so
Hmm.
that everybody knows. A lot of women don't know where Anganwadis are and where to send those kids. A lot of NGOs, they work on getting those kids to Anganwadis as well. Because you are building a platform which is just a aggregator of all the Anganwadis and preschools and play schools, then why filter from, and you can have grading. These are government, these are private, these are premium private, these are mid-tier private, or whatever schemes that you'll create. But you need to solve the problem of accessibility. That's the first phase of this. Okay, people don't know, and people, think that they have to sign up for months together. They don't know they can send it for a few hours as well, right? So that's the kind of platform that you'll be creating, and that's the kind of problem that you're solving. For how many people? So for that, you will have to talk to way more parents who are not aware and who are facing a challenge at
Sir, I
home.
got into that. What result
How
I
many
got?
parents have you spoken to?
I have spoken to some around 70 to 80.
Okay. So what is the feedback that you got from those parents?
The feedback that I got from, like, feedback was divided into two: interested one
Yeah.
and not interested one.
So
Interested one,
don't talk to the
uh,
interested ones. What about interested ones?
interested ones are the ones from fast cities like Gurgaon, Noida. Like, if I put it on a ratio, Gurgaon has the most potential for this one.
I
Gurgaon,
know.
Noi- Noida.
I know. I'm
After
from
that,
Gurgaon. I'll tell you one more thing. What you should compare this with is Swiggy and Zomato. do you know 80%, 85% of their revenue comes from these major cities,
Yeah.
nowhere else,
Yeah.
right? So, but you have to go beyond. So the first problem is awareness. Second problem is convenience, right? Uh, then the third problem comes from one end of the spectrum is trust, and the other of the spectrum is the resources
Sir,
which you're
regarding
trying to solve.
the convenience, what I wanted to tell you that we have not planned to make it a booking directly. Starting जो हम करेंगे प्लेटफॉर्म की, हम
You
पहले
should.
उसको बुक नहीं, हम उसमें सोच रहे थे कि वी विल बुक अ विजिट, ताकि हम उसको धीरे धीरे स्टेप बाय स्टेप चले, दैट फॉर बुकिंग अ विजिट पहले उनको कोई अमाउंट नहीं लग रहा अभी के लिए बुक करने के लिए, वो हमारी डे केयर
Don't
से
take
सारी।
that decision on your own. Ask the parents what they want.
ओके, नहीं, आफ्टर आस्किंग ओनली, उन्होंने जो लाइक आई हैव अ कजन हु हैव अ बेबी ऑफ लाइक 1.2 months राइट नाउ, सॉरी 1.2 years। सो जब मेरी उनसे बात हुई, उन्होंने यही कहा, दे हैड अ सजेशन कि आप पहले ये करो कि जितना हमें घूमना पड़ता है डे केयर्स के लिए, हम 4 दिन लगाते हैं, 5-6 डे केयर्स में घूमते हैं,
I'll
उससे
I'll
बेट
again I'll pause here. We'll not go into the deeper discussion. I'll tell you what you need to do. Don't give
या
me specific cousin wale examples or family wale examples. When you say you have a focus group of 80 people,
या
those 80 people should be interested in your services. Find 40 more who are
या
interested in your services. Take this feedback from them. How would you want? Do you want to directly book it from our platform, or do you want to just a suggestion that just go and see them? Okay. And then how will you manage that experience as well? Okay. So that's the first bit that you need to focus on.
ओके
The second bit, it's no brainer, a game changer. If you can tie up with an organization or make your organization a training institute for certifications, verification and certification of nanny trainings. Uh, I don't think many people are doing that,
या
and it can be a very positive advantage for you. Focus on that, but it should be, this program should be certified by either a university or something. Tie up with somebody so that they can certify as well. You do the verification, and verification ke liye bhi you can have a certification partner, verification
या
partner. Okay, so do that. There's no brainer. It's no brainer. Third,
ओके
for building houses or offering houses as a daycare, uh, the only way to do that is to do a pilot in a decent place. For example, identify a lot of these people, a lot of these organizations, or like even houses, even in Gurgaon, the basements and the ground floors, they're up for rent, right? So there are two things that will talk. It's also a marketplace. You have to talk to the owners of the place. They might not have their own kids, or they might, and you have to talk to again, it technically becomes a franchisee model, but what you navigate is you will be giving them trained nannies. At the same time, it'll be revenue sharing for you, for somebody to come in and
या ट्रेन मैनेज विद रेवेन्यू
generate
शेयरिंग।
business. So it's more so of a uh, franchisee business than utilizing those houses. So the game is different. So think differently on that. Pick up a few locations in which people are interested in making some monetary benefit. Convert that into your flagship own stores, and then try to convert it at
ओके सर,
scale.
ओके
Okay.
सर, ओके या
So, and again, if there are further questions, I'm just cognizant of all the people on the call, and we can talk more as well.
ओके
But
सर,
start with the bigger, like, numbers. There were no numbers in the problem statement. Start with some
ओके
tangible numbers and your
ओके
profit
सर,
model. All right,
ओके
perfect. Thank
ओके,
you.
थैंक यू।
Uh, Nazre, Nazre Alam.
Yes, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are.
Hello.
Bataiye.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, basically, right now I'm working on the art and craft segment. So we are
Mhm.
building a e-commerce marketplace, and we are
Yeah.
trying to solve problem of the individual artists as they are created lots of product, but they didn't get find any right platform to sold out their product. As like in the Amazon and Flipkart, there is a big process for the listing, है ना? And also
Yeah.
on the social media page, people going to see all the products and all the videos, but they are not going to buy it. So in this way, we are finding why not we are create a marketplace for individual artists, as we all know ki a huge number of passing from the fine arts colleges and departments, and also more of the people doing this kind of work as a hobby, which also create a great product. So in this scenario, we already talked with the more than 300 artists individually, with one interaction with our whole team, basis of 10, 15, and as all the divided number of that. So there we got the exact interest of the individual artists. Exactly, they wanting to join us on our marketplace and sell their product instead of existing platform and social media. So right
Okay.
now we have a more than 400 data of individual artists, and also we presented our idea in the foundation day in the Jamia Millia Islamia recently inaugurated. So we get great traction there, and also people are really interested in our idea, and we are already started listing on the product listing basically, and onboarding a seller to uh,
What's
launch
your
our
question?
platform. Yes. So
What's your question?
my main question is ki people ask about ki you can get a seller traction, but how you can make the customer buy your product from your platform? So
So I think okay, there are three things I'll share, and I think some of them I've already shared with a lot of people. Uh, you have to define the problem carefully. Okay, what that means is,
yes,
uh,
sir.
uh, one second, I'll stop that. I'm sorry. I thought it'll be more engaging, but it's not. It's more distracting. So, um, when you're talking about the problem, tell me about the problem, and how many artisans are there in India? How many of them are not able to sell their products? How many of them are doing it as a hobby? And your platform can give wings to some of the dreams of people who want to do something like that, right? So when you're talking about the problem, give me some quantities, give me some specific numbers on this is such a big market. Okay. Now, the second point to what you shared is your platform or is your product an emotional buy or a rational or is it a rational buy or is it's an irrational buy, right?
Okay, sir.
Meaning, are you selling the emotions of this being, or I bought a pen, this pen is created by an artisan who, if you did not buy this, he would go starving. Is that your sale? Or this is the world's best pen, buy it today, it's the signature of success. Are you buying the other kind of emotion? Or it is just a pen, it's feel free to buy it, it does its job, it's a great pen, value for money. So those three answers will decide what kind of marketing will you do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So you don't
Yes,
have to
sir.
answer that right now to me. You have to find an answer for yourself. अभी आपके पास एक hand है, you've spoken to 300 artisans. I don't know what your SKUs are. What products are you selling on your platform? I don't know how many products you're selling on your platform. What you need to do though is you need to understand uh, what is what are the 2 3 products that you can bring out from these 300 artisans, what, and then talk to the end customers as well. How many end customers have you spoken to so far?
Almost 100, sir. Before
Are
event.
they part of your focus group?
Yes, exactly, sir. Which is a totally 100. And in the event, multiple group of the people is coming, and we are explaining our idea because it's a 6 days event. So we interacted with the lots of people, And many of the shows interest, many of the shows raising question ki why we are trusting on your platform, your platform is new. So these kind of question. So our main goal is to cater a painting, calligraphy, poetry, and like embroidery kind of things ki,
Right.
especially women's doing in at their home in their free time, and they try to sell out with the social media page basically. And in the
How are you
recent days,
differentiating the product? How are you differentiating your product? Let me just ask that.
okay. So basically, we are going to sell not a product. We are going to sell emotions with our blog and other section we have mentioned in our website. We have already built our MBA website to going to launch soft launch basically in the beta version in November
How are they
last week.
priced? How are they priced? How are your products
So
priced? एक पेंटिंग कितने की है आपके प्लेटफॉर्म पे?
all the product below 5,000. Our basically our product is not more than 5,000.
Okay, so
Below
it's good
5,000
quality.
from
You're selling the emotion of supporting somebody. Is this a non-profit business or it's a for-profit business?
Sir, right now we are not selling any of the product. We are going to launch and start selling
No,
by
no,
November.
it's okay. It's okay. Whenever you start, I'm asking you, is it a for-profit or a not for profit?
Yeah, it's a for profit basically, sir.
It's a for-profit, right?
Yes.
Now, if you're doing a for-profit business, you have to make sure that the quality you don't compromise. And if it is a for-profit company, you can't too much sell on the emotion, right? Emotion as in you can't ask for people to support the artisans because you're making money from that. You can be a
Exactly.
socially conscious business. And in this case, there are three suggestions that I'll do. First is do your pricing right, do your placement right, and do your product right. Meaning, have your SKUs. You can't just go with the 3, 4, 5 SKUs. Placement uh, is it might not be 100% online platform business. It could be, you'll do well in um, the exhibitions. You will do well in these smaller, sort
Event
of group
like things.
events. Yeah, I mean, it's more of a touch and feel product. So you'll do well in that, and then of course your pricing of the product needs to be right with at par with whatever is there on Amazon or anything. You will have to spend too much money on branding to create an awareness of you being the socially conscious brand that you are. Okay. So either be a product company or be a platform company, meaning it could be a platform wherein anybody is free to sell their product. Could be one way to look at it. But if you're selling the product yourself, if you're buying it from the artisans and then selling it, then it's a different ball game altogether. You have to manage stock. You have to kind of do these events by yourself. And then get it to the hands of people and customer service them as well. If somebody buys something and then they forget about it and you can't retain them and they can't come back to you and buy again, then this is not a long-term sustainable business. So think about these 3, 4 things. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think
So we are developing as a platform, not to the like we take a product from us artisan and sell out. We are working as a marketplace to onboard the
yeah,
seller. They can sell their own product and deliver their product from their home with our logistic partner who is getting the product from there and deliver to the customer.
that's fair. That's fine.
So I
And
think we challenge our true logistic. I think after the marketing, our main challenge is to manage a logistic. I think so.
so
In
talk
this
to companies
concern,
like
I am really not getting that answer
So you need to talk
yet.
to these logistics companies, be it delivery, be it anywhere. I think a lot of Zomato and Swiggy also works with third-party brands. They might not have their delivery partners anymore. They work with delivery and they work with other. So white label delivery services. can help you in this case. If you can sign a national MOU, you have to talk to 10, 15 companies to close one deal for
Sir,
the
I
pricing
already
perspective.
reached out to the porter and delivery, but I didn't get a
Yeah.
response from their side. And even though I have a
You have
good
to
presence
talk to
on
the
the link,
decision makers.
okay,
You have to talk to
okay, sir.
mentors who can put you in touch with them. Of course, they want more business. The only reason they might not be responding is that they might not find you serious enough or maybe
Okay. Maybe my
lucrative enough, right?
yeah, I got it, sir.
Does it make sense? Does it answer your questions?
Uh, Basically, our main question for this uh, webinar is ki, how we can bring our customer and customer more trustable on
Your
our
voice
platform
is
instead of existing platform.
you, your voice just
Hello, am I
broke.
audible, sir?
You are audible.
Hello,
There was some break in the voice. Can you repeat that?
hello. Is it fine now, sir?
Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, our main question is that how we can bring a customer on our platform and make them more trustable on our platform instead of any other existing platform. Our main question is that
Yes.
because we are trying to do things as a community serving things we empower traditional artists, we empower women, whatever product they are creating in their home, and we'll give them platform to sell their product, and obviously we will also generate revenue from that, but we are going to serve as a community development kind of thing to
That's
make them
okay. I mean, I
people.
think whatever branding and however you want to position yourself is a different thing, and you've decided that. There is a simple answer to your question. It's marketing. I think you need to spend time, energy, effort on marketing campaigns, be it YouTube videos, be it Instagram marketing, Facebook marketing. If your call to action is for them to come to your platform, then any marketing or any collateral that you create, marketing campaign that you create, should be focused on getting those people to your platform. And then your next pipeline starts. When they come to your platform, are they buying it or not? Okay. So it's a simple marketing solution wherein you will have to start these campaigns and run these campaigns and see what is the outcome of these campaigns. Okay. Have you run any campaign so far?
No, not till yet, because we are not ready
So
for
you
the
should.
onboarding.
You
Yeah.
should. You
From
should. You should.
next week, we are started because we are going to launch soft launch in the November last week. So we will start in the next week for the campaign kind of things.
I'm very fond of paintings. If you can give me good paintings, big paintings, but cheap, I'll buy
Surely,
them.
sir, surely. I hope ki we'll
ठीक है.
connect on the LinkedIn.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah. Please.
give the link on the, or may I search you on the LinkedIn, that will be great. Because
Yes, yes,
whenever we
please.
interact in winters,
Your
we
voice is
will
breaking,
connect
यार.
on the
नजरे
LinkedIn.
आलम,
That will
आपकी
be great.
आवाज बहुत break हो रही है. I can't hear anything that you're saying. But
Hello.
yeah, let's connect and let's talk more.
Hello. Am I
I'm
audible to
saying
you,
let's
sir?
connect and I
Sure,
heard
sure,
you,
sir.
but your
Okay.
voice was breaking. Let's connect on LinkedIn, and if you have good products, I'll buy them from you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Sure, sure.
So Sandra, let's hear from you.
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about our app BorrowBox, and it's basically for college students as of now, how we have thought of it. I will give an
What's the
example
name?
how we came with this
What's the name?
BorrowBox.
Which
BorrowBox.
box?
BorrowBox.
Borrow box. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'll just
please.
give an example to explain the problem statement. So right now I'm a second year student doing engineering, and when I was in first year, I was confused about how to get drafters and scientific calculators, which we require only for like 1 or 2 semesters. So it's a
Hmm.
loss to buy it just for that time. And it's also
Hmm.
hard to borrow it or buy it from seniors, because when I put up my messages in these big groups with 50 plus participants, no one
Hmm.
really replies. And I had to then personally contact like 10 people and finally got a response. So our app
Hmm.
would basically connect the juniors to the seniors so that they can buy
Hmm.
or even rent since you don't require notes and things forever, only for that semester you require them. So you can rent books, notes, and academic equipment specific to your course or just general items. So my question is, in the presentation evaluation criteria, as I was just going through it, it was written that there is higher scoring for specific and niche customer bases. And I wanted to ask, isn't it better if everyone can benefit from your platform? And how do we decide whether it's better to start with a small niche market like college students or build a platform that can scale to everyone?
Okay, so I think there are two things in this. One is how is this? First of all, the problem statement was not clear. You gave your personal touch. That is great. But I feel that's a very small, specific problem for a specific set of people. And where will the money be? How will you make money? I think that's a big question that I could think of. The second thing is how is it different than OLX?
Actually, sir, OLX does not allow renting. Firstly, that's the biggest difference. And also,
OLX doesn't
this
do
is going to
what?
be renting.
Okay. Mhm.
So this is going to be specific to just college students, and it's going to be kind of like a community of only college students. And we would start by scaling to different colleges, and this would be like a community of that specific college. And since the syllabus and the course material differs, so it would be better for juniors and seniors to connect on our platform rather than OLX. And there'll be a bit more trust in the community if it's specific to that college. And also about the revenue
Uh,
model, what we thought
hmm,
of was just a commission-based model, and also listing and
hmm.
promotion fees later on. Actually, we are kind of just in the ideation phase and building our prototype, so we have not thought that much, but we have conducted surveys with fellow college students and also people from other courses. And we did get a positive response from them. Almost out of 5 college students, at least 3 people would require an app and they would like to use it.
How many students have you spoken to so far?
We had circulated our survey to 150 plus people and we got responses from 82 people
And
till
have you
now.
met and spoken to those people or just done the surveys so far?
We have talked to 15 people, out of them almost 15 people, and
Hmm.
we have discussed their problems with them in detail.
Hmm. Okay. So let me just request you to repeat what specific question that you had. I mean, one recommendation is please clarify the problem statement even more, how big the problem is. And for example, one of the things that you could say, and I don't know that number, but you start with your own story, which you did, which is great. The second thing that you should do is, do you know college, on an average, a college grad wastes or invests 10,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees in a single use item, which he or she cannot use after the college is over or after the semester is over. Now multiply that with whatever n number of I think 10, 15 crore college students that we have. So that makes it a big space to work in, right? You're creating an e-commerce platform to support that, or reutilize some of the these one time purchased be it calculators or whatever books or anything that it will go with. Now that will open the eyes of people who, "Oh, okay, I did not know this. Now it's a big market. Let's see what they're trying to do and solve." Now with your solution, you can do three things. One is save cost, increase the longevity of these products, and of course save a lot of money in the whole process in terms of depreciation as well. So I think start with that clear problem statement, how big the problem is, and how many people in this segment and so on. Second is talk to people. Surveys, they don't do justice, because you are talking about building an app and people using that app. uh, the biggest challenge in the planet is to change behavior of people. So as convenient as you can make for people to use your app, and the more you talk to them, the better it is. But that's how you would get more insight and stay close to them, make them your best friends.
Nice.
Third, now
Right.
can you repeat the last question, that like the question that you asked and the answer that you're looking for?
It was basically that is it better to start with a small or niche market like college students? Like just now you said that it's a very small it's a very small customer base that we have. Maybe it's just core specific, but
Maybe it
or
is
should
and maybe
we
it's
build
not.
a yeah,
So
right.
niche doesn't need to mean small.
Okay.
So you need to understand, niche and small. Uh, Technically, in the bigger scheme of things, small niche is usually small, but it doesn't need to be small. Niche means uh, it's a unique problem that you're solving for unique set of people. Now, the point that I made, if you could add some data points to how big this problem is, it's still a niche problem, but my concern was it should not be a small problem.
Right.
Will you be ever able to make any money? Like, if you 5, 10 people come to this, make a platform, work on something, will you even make your worth of time of 5 people? Let's say each one of you makes 10 lakh rupees a year in job, or let's say 15 lakh a year in job. If you 5 people are working on it, will you be able to make 75 lakh profit from this initiative? Yes or no? I'm just again thinking in a very tactical way right now, but uh, it still is a niche problem. I don't want it to be small problem. If you can say that, there are 10 crore people in our ecosystem in colleges, and there is a waste of $1 billion worth of accessories, books, whatnot, which is used for one semester, and they can't do anything about it. Then we are talking. It still is a niche, but it's still a big market to solve. Make sense?
Right. Yes, sir.
So that's where I was coming from. I hope it answers your question.
Yes, and actually, I had one more question.
Yes,
Uh,
please go ahead.
so, what would be the best way to ensure that both the borrowers and the lenders stay active on the platform?
Uh, to get more borrowers and more lenders. So the only thing that you have to take care of is, and I'm sorry to kind of again, take that question lightly, but the only thing that you'll have to think is your borrower needs to be a lender very soon, or your person who's selling something will never come back to the platform again. You have to think about that. You have to be cognizant of that. For him to come back or her to come back, you have to make sure your platform offers them something else. So it's a one person cycle. It's moving goods. If I'm moving out of my college, I would not come back to a platform to sell my whatever, if I've started working, right? So you have to be cognizant on, okay, fine. My seller is leaving the platform once he's or she sells something on the platform. Is there something else that I can keep him for? Think about that. I don't have an answer to that. Second is make sure that this person who's buying from your platform becomes the seller as well. That's a win in this case. For that, you have to give this buyer or seller some kind of engagement on the platform, that, oh, if you come back and sell it on our platform, it'll be even better for you. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, sir.
So your sellers will exit, your buyers will become your sellers, and your question should be, how do I give them more lucrative either financial options, or some value add or goodies, so that they can come back as sellers on our
Okay.
platform,
Yes.
and keep the books and whatever content healthy as well, because if they use it roughly, the value keeps going down. You need to create a value for them to keep those things safe and good as well. So brownie points for people who keep it well and who maintain the products really well.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Arjav, this will be the last question for the day, and then we'll redo this some other time. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. So my
Bataiye.
problem, yes, sir.
Yeah, go on.
So my problem statement is that 1 out of 3 people feels unsafe while traveling alone and on lonely roads. Or if we
I'm
talk
sorry, can you
about,
repeat that?
yes, मेरी जो मेन प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है वो ये है कि 1 out of 3 people in India feel unsafe while traveling alone in late nights or either in lonely roads, जो खाली सुनसान सड़कें होती हैं वहाँ पे। और अगर मैं ग्लोबली बात करूँ तो ये हो जाता है 1 out of 2। तो जो जिस पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ उसका नाम है मित्र एसओएस। वो हम ऐसे बना रहे हैं कि वो एक आपका हार्डवेयर डिवाइस है। वो ट्रिगर होने के बाद एक एसओएस सिग्नल भेजता है आपके इमरजेंसी कॉन्टैक्ट्स को, जो भी आपने सेव कर रखे होते हैं। ये जो डिवाइस है इसके 2 तरीके से ट्रिगर करने के, एक तो आइदर बाय बटन और बाय वॉइस एक्टिवेशन। तो इसका हमने एक प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट प्रोटोटाइप तो बना रखा है, पर मेरे को इसके प्रोडक्ट फेस में जाना है, इश्यू हो रहा है। अभी तक का जो हार्डवेयर था मेरा वो मैंने संभाल लिया था एज अ कंप्यूटर साइंस स्टूडेंट, मैंने देख लिया था उसे, पर जो पीसीबी डिजाइन और बाकी सारी चीजें हो रही है उसमें मेरे को इश्यू आ रहा है। मैं एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का कोई लेने का ट्राई कर रहा हूँ पर वो मेरे को मिल नहीं रहा है।
क्या लेने का ट्राई कर रहे हो, क्या नहीं मिल रहा?
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स ईसी का कोई पर्सन जिसे पीसीबी डिजाइनिंग की अच्छी खासी नॉलेज हो, जो मेरी हेल्प कर सके।
कितने लोगों से बात किया आपने?
मेरे को आता है।
अगर मैं वैसे बताऊं तो अपना कॉलेज और ऑनलाइन मिला के मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 50 लोगों का इंटरव्यू ले रखा है।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
And you've rejected 50 people. Wow.
रिजेक्ट नहीं करा है, मैंने रिजेक्ट नहीं करा, उसमें से कुछ को लिया। फिर उनके साथ थोड़ा जो एक्सपीरियंस था वो अच्छा नहीं था, कोई काम करना नहीं चाह रहा। इंटरव्यू में तो बहुत कुछ बोल दिया, बाकी रियलिटी कुछ और है, वो वाला हाल हो रहा था।
तो 100 से बात करो यार, 50 से नहीं हुआ तो 100 से बात करो, 100 से नहीं हुआ तो 1000 से बात करो। That's the only answer. That's the only answer. You keep talking, you keep meeting. I think Adarsh wants to join
Sir,
you.
I am from electronics and communication and do this stuff a lot.
हाँ, तो लो ये लो, आपको मिल गए यहाँ पे एक।
मैं
और बताओ।
पीसीबी डिजाइनिंग भी करता हूँ और बनाता भी पूरा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का पूरा बैकग्राउंड है।
Please get connected. Please
चैनल
get
के साथ।
connected. So, Arjav, I think the only answer to this question is that we have to put in a lot of effort. जहाँ पे 50 से नहीं बनी तो वहाँ 100 से, जहाँ पे 100 से नहीं बनी वहाँ 500 से. But we keep doing, we keep pushing, we keep trying. That's the only way to get it done.
ओके सर, और एक और चीज पूछनी थी मेरे को कि अभी प्रोडक्ट फेस हो गया, अभी प्रोडक्ट पे आएंगे तो उसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करना है, तो उसके लिए
आपके फोकस ग्रुप में कितने कस्टमर्स हैं?
मेरा फोकस ग्रुप आप बोल सकते हैं स्कूल गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जो किडनैप हो जाते हैं। अभी
कितने लोग हैं आपके फोकस ग्रुप में लोग?
सर अगर मैं वैसे बताऊं
आपके
तो
फोकस ग्रुप में ऐसे लोग कैसे हो सकते हैं जो किडनैप हो गए हैं?
सर क्योंकि हमारा जो है वो एक तरह से इमरजेंसी डिवाइस है कि अगर किडनैप अगर कोई हो रहा है।
I know, but you can't have people who've already been kidnapped, right?
मतलब होने वाले हैं जो अंदर रिस्क है, मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ।
My God, एक तो first of all let's use proper terms. मतलब आपको कैसे पता वो होने वाले हैं? मतलब okay, scratch that. Now you need to focus on how many people are there in your focus group. Just give me a number. Do you have any focus group?
कोई स्पेसिफिक फोकस ग्रुप नहीं, जैसे मैं आपको बताता हूँ। अगर आप मान लीजिए कोई अमीर फैमिली से कोई स्टूडेंट आता है, उसके किडनैप होने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा
आप नहीं समझ रहे हो आप मेरे को this is a simple number answer question. Do you have a customer base or a focus group of people who you are working with? Yes or no?
No sir.
Okay, then you build that group first. Because these will be the people who you will be talking to on a regular basis. These will be your best friends. These are your potential customers. Make a group of 25, 30, 40, 50 people who you can brainstorm these ideas with. कि आप जैसे लोगों के लिए मैं ये बना रहा हूँ product. What do I do to help you, serve you? Because if you don't talk to them, you will not know what kind of device will they use, what kind of product will they use, what's the common thing. I think there's the same thing that we started uh, our discussion with as well. What was the name of the company? 1 in 8 women fear uh, when they will go alone, right? Is that clear, Arjav?
Yes, sir.
So have a
Sir,
focus group.
मैं आपका क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ था। बाकी ये जो आप कह रहे हो फोकस, मैंने जो फीमेल्स हैं उनसे मेजरली बात करी अपने कॉलेज के, अराउंड 40 to 50 से बात करी और 10 मेरे कंटिन्यूस कांटेक्ट में है।
Okay, ठीक है, that's good. What was your second question?
सेकंड क्वेश्चन फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड था सर, कि अभी जैसे बिल्डिंग करेंगे तो उसके बाद आगे उसके लिए फाइनेंसर से बात करिए पर रिप्लाई नहीं आता है। मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 50-60 को मेल भी करा है, लिंक्डइन में मैसेज भी करा, कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं देता।
ओके, तो मेरे को एक काम करना, जो भी आप मैसेज भेज रहे हो एटलीस्ट मैं उसको देख लेता हूँ कि आप सही भेज रहे हो कि नहीं भेज रहे हो। मैसेज करने का भी एक तरीका होता है, बात करने का भी एक तरीका होता है। लेट मी सी व्हाट वी कैन डू। द सेकंड इज यू नो अगेन 50 से नहीं हुआ तो 100 से नहीं हुआ तो 1000। आपको फीडबैक मिलना जरूरी है। देखियो आई थिंक होता क्या है, if you are doing something wrong and if you continue doing that for 1000 times and expecting a different result, then there is something wrong. So there are two answers to this question, that nobody is talking to me for money or nobody is talking to me for let's say work or electronics mein. That means that there is something going wrong in your communication. Now after 20, if you don't get one response at least, or 25 you don't get one response, you need to change your strategy. You need to figure out, am I saying something wrong or am I doing something wrong? You shift something, you take a feedback. I'm more than happy to give you the feedback. You change the strategy and then do with another 25. That doesn't work, change the strategy, do it with another 25. That doesn't work, change the strategy, do it another 25. Keep doing it, but every time that you do it with 20, 25 people, take the feedback, understand how you can be better, and then do it with the rest of the people. Then only you will keep improving. Yes, no, maybe, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. All right. I will pause now. I have a hard stop at 7 today. I will not be able to take any points beyond 7. But if there are any burning questions that you might have, one question, I can take that.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, please go on.
Sir, it's not a question. I just want to help some of my mates over here. So, yeah, for I guess Arjav, sorry for the wrong spelling. So I can help you with the electronics part. And for Sandra, you're like that college student buying stuff, I can help you with that. क्योंकि मैं एक यूज़र हूँ उसका, क्योंकि मेरे पास भी आई गेस काफ़ी सारी वैल्यूबल हैं जो मेरे को कॉलेज बच्चों को देने हैं, एंड आई एम नॉट गेटिंग अ प्लेस. I can help people with electronics and this stuff. मतलब if you guys want to connect, you can connect and I'll help you out. I have some ideas.
All right, folks, I'll leave you be. Please carry on this discussion. I feel it's important. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm dropping my email address again here. If you have any questions now or in the future, uh, more than happy to help.
Sir, I mailed you.
Remember how we started? We started with the fact that we have not come this far to only come this far. Okay, keep going, keep growing. Uh, Happy to coach you if you need to, but good luck.
Sir, I mailed you. Last meeting we had
Thank
a
you so
conversation.
much, sir.
All right. Adarsh, I
Thank
saw
you,
your
sir.
email. Whoever has mailed me, I'll get back to you. My team will get back to you. And
Thank you, sir.
again, happy to speak with